అలాగే సో అదే చాట్ చేయొచ్చు. లాస్ట్ టైం మిస్ అయిపోయాం కదా, అందుకని నాకు బాధ అయింది.
ఉమ్,
సో
ఉమ్, ఉమ్.
అట్లీస్ట్ వీ కెన్ ట్రై నౌ టు స్టే. లెట్ మీ సీ, రికార్డింగ్ ఇస్ స్టార్టింగ్, ద యూట్యూబ్ ఇస్ కమింగ్. ఓకే, I'll offer brief prayers, then we can chant.
Yes, sir.
ఓం అజ్ఞానతిమిరంధస్య జ్ఞానాంజనశలాకయ చక్షురున్మిళితం येन తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. నమో విష్ణుపదాయ కృష్ణప్రస్థాయ భూతలే శ్రీమతే భక్తివేదాంత స్వామి నితినామినే. నమస్తే సరస్వతి దేవి గౌరవాన్ని ప్రచారిణే నిర్విశేష శూన్యవాది పాశ్చాత్యస్తారిణి. జై శ్రీకృష్ణ చైతన్య ప్రభు నిత్యానంద శ్రీ అద్వైత గదాధర శ్రీవసాది గౌర భక్త వృంద. హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే, హరే రామ 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 హరే హరే. Okay, so Sri Ram will come, but maybe we can start chanting one round. Okay, we'll start the Panchatattva mantra and then chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Jai Shri Krishna.
Okay.
I don't know if you all completed or you need one more minute.
Completed, Prabhuji.
Completed,
Mine's
Prabhuji.
completed.
Yeah, completed, Prabhuji.
Oh,
Along
perfect.
with you,
All of
we
you
have
completed.
completed.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, perfect. Good. Okay, then I'll share my screen. See, presentation is up or not. I'll see. It's up to page slide number 1. Yeah. So if you're comfortable, you can turn on your video also. And whenever you get doubts, you can raise your hand or you can ask me in between also. It's okay. Yeah. While we're going through this presentation. So today we'll discuss about applied spirituality, like how we can
Govinda,
apply spirituality. Yeah.
catch. Catch.
Vasant? Aditya, mute yourself.
Aditya.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll talk about the applied spirituality. Radhisham Das Prabhuji prepared this presentation and he delivered this class also many times. He has a team of devotees who prepare these presentations. So this slide deck is from him. We're going to see him on February 8th and 9th weekend because there's going to be a retreat. We're fixing the location still. I don't know, maybe they announced in the Friday program. But that will be a nice opportunity to meet Radhisham Prabhuji. He's amazing. He trained like thousands of students in spirituality and helped many of them. So let me go through the slides. Where is the next slide? Okay. So this is starting with the scene of Bhagavad Gita. In the beginning of Mahabharat war, when Arjuna, Krishna was the chariot driver for Arjuna. When he took the chariot before the Kauravas, especially his grandfather Bhishma and his teacher Dronacharya, like that, then Arjuna suddenly got overwhelmed with confusion and bewilderment, and it's also expressed as depression, like that. So he didn't know what to do, even though he has so much learned. So that's what this verse in Bhagavad Gita is talking about. Second chapter, 7th verse. So whenever this 2.7 comes, right, that means first portion is chapter, second portion is verse number, like that in Bhagavad Gita. So he's saying, Arjuna is saying, now I'm confused about my duty. I'm your disciple, a soul surrender to you. Please instruct me. Like that, Arjuna is asking. Until now, they're like friendship. He's asking Krishna, you take chariot there, like that. Now he said, I'm confused. So I've become a disciple. Now you have to tell me, like that. So now, when Arjuna surrendered like that to Krishna, and then Krishna enlightened Arjuna with science of spirituality through Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, there are many confusions or many decisions we might need to make in our life. So the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita that is provided by Krishna provides a framework of principles for us so that we can connect our life properly in terms of decision making, in terms of meeting our goals, in terms of making progress towards the purpose of life, ultimate purpose of life, ultimate goal, like that. Bhagavad Gita is a guiding book for us. So that's what some of the principles we'll discuss from Bhagavad Gita now. So first, before that, why is spirituality is important? Because all of us are searching for happiness. Whether somebody, like last time we discussed, each of us might want something at every stage of life. But ultimately, why do you want the money? Why do you want a position? Why do you want friends? Why do you want relationships? It's because of happiness we want to taste. So that is why everybody is doing different things. So happiness is at hierarchical levels here. So physical happiness is the lowest level. That means happiness that comes with the body. Each of these we'll explore in the next coming slides. Then little bit higher is mental happiness. Little bit higher is intellectual happiness. More higher is spiritual happiness. If you get spiritual happiness, then we don't hanker for lower happiness also. So that is the goal Bhagavad Gita is providing us. For example, there's a holiday season, of course, with sweets, gulab jamun, and then son papdi looks like this sweet like that, and somebody is showing pizza there. So these are all giving physical happiness for us in terms of eating at least. Yeah. Then the mental happiness is in terms of the fine arts like music, arts, poetry, sports, like that. This will give mental happiness for us. Yeah, this is a little bit higher. Those who have mental happiness, they don't strive for physical happiness too much. And then higher than mental happiness is intellectual happiness. This is like trying to defeat other person with a debate, for example, in the picture is showing, or here they're doing playing a chess game like that. So like that, using the brain to feel happy. That is the intellectual happiness. On top of it is spiritual happiness. So this is obtained by some sample activities being shown here. This devotee is praying, and this devotee is reading scripture, and this devotee is doing yoga, and this devotee must be chanting Hare Krishna, like that. So these are different spiritual activities will give spiritual happiness. That is a higher happiness. So when we understand this principle, that is helpful for us. So we can strive for higher happiness. So that is one reason why we need to focus on spirituality. Okay. Now going to another reason why we want to focus on spirituality. Why we want to take up spirituality now. There is a difference between animals and human beings. So both of us, animals also can eat, human beings also can eat. Animals also can sleep, human beings also can sleep. Of course, we sleep on better mattresses or comfortable comforters like that. And then animals and birds also mate. Human beings also will mate. And animals also will defend, but with claws like that. Human beings can defend with high profile guns or swords or knives or like that, even nuclear weapons like that. Both are defending only, but one is a little bit advanced. But both activities are same. Essence activity is same for both of them. So these four activities, eating, sleeping, mating, defending, are common in animals and human beings. So I'm covering this quickly because some of these we covered in the last session. That's why I'm covering some of them quickly. Anytime you have doubt or you want me to explain a little bit more, I'm happy to explain also. And then some in previous slides we discussed how animals and human beings are doing the same four activities: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. But now somebody may say, actually birds can do better things than human beings, animals can do better things than human beings. So what does the eagle can do better than human being? Anybody can say? I don't remember if we discussed this aspect in the last class. We discussed in last class this aspect.
It can catch its prey from a long distance. It can observe.
Right, Vasant, yes. And then horse, what is specialty about horse?
Maybe it can run faster than humans.
Exactly. Most humans, compared to most humans, horse can run very fast. Yeah. And then dog, this maybe you can not guess. It's hard to guess probably. Go ahead. Anybody can
Maybe
think
based on
about?
smell.
Yeah, that is one. Good. Yeah, very good. And they can also hear
From far
lower
distances.
frequency sounds, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then other thing they can also do is they can produce dozens of babies in 1 year. Whereas human beings can produce one or twins or 3 or 4 maximum. Yeah, that's another thing, reproduction capacity. Elephant, what is special about elephant? How much can we eat? We can eat 1 bowl of rice or 2 bowls of rice, whereas the elephant can eat tons of food. That is one specialty. And then this is a polar bear. What is special about polar bear? Anybody knows?
Maybe it can sleep, hibernate for
Yeah,
longer.
it can sleep for months together. Yeah, that is specialty of polar bear. Of course, human being, they compared to human being, they have some special skills. But why are they using all those special skills? They're using the special skills only for these four activities: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So animals, for those purposes, animals have rational power and intelligence. And animals are better than human beings, like with the examples we've seen just now. And somebody may say, human beings in Western countries have advanced so much in material wise. See this picture, you're seeing skyscraper buildings, electricity, and then probably 5-star hotels are there. Like that, there's so much material advancement is done. So with all these skyscraper buildings and jet planes that can go super fast and fighter airplanes like that. And then we have faster methods of communications. These are all advancements, right? But if you, with all this development, if you're doing same activities that animals are doing, but in a sophisticated way, are we just two-legged polished animals? That is what is being questioned. Animals can only use their inquiry capacity, intelligence, to inquire about eating, sleeping, mating, and fearing only. Whereas human being can inquire about higher principles of life, higher values of life, higher subject matter like life, what life, death, and beyond means. What happens after death? Why is this creation existing? First of all, what is the purpose of me being here? Like that, all those questions only human being can inquire. Whereas animals don't inquire on these subjects matter. They only inquire about eating, sleeping, mating, defending. That means human beings have a higher intelligence that is not afforded to animals. What is that higher intelligence supposed to be used for? To find out what is the cause of my suffering. So everybody wants happiness, but somehow some suffering coming. Why? We need to look at that aspect. Okay, Sriram also joined. Welcome, Sriram. Okay. So then, and also to inquire about the purpose of life and to harmonize our life with God and nature also, and to attain everlasting happiness. This is most appealing to me, to attain everlasting happiness. Because happiness we get in the material world is temporary and short lived. Whereas in spiritual world, it's everlasting and is ever growing also, not a limited happiness like that. So why we are suffering? What is the purpose of life? And harmonize our life with God and nature. And how can I achieve permanent happiness? These are the things we should use our higher intelligence for. Yeah. So let me go. Oh, my slides are not advancing. Yeah. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna these aspects and more in the Bhagavad Gita. So human being can develop the reasoning power to ask these following questions. Why am I suffering? Where do I go after this life? So let us explore why am I suffering. For that, let's explore what are the different problems in our life. Yeah. So everybody can say, somebody may say all these different problems. No job, no physique, family problem, no money, I'm not handsome, fail in exams, no girlfriend, I'm not able to focus, I'm not having determination, like that, different problems everybody can say. But now, are these real problems? So one example of why these are not real problems, is, for example, somebody is not handsome, but somebody may be handsome. Yeah. So somebody might not have money, but somebody will have money. So that means they are not real problems. For problem to problem, Bhagavad Gita describes three characteristics for them. So let me explore that in the next slide. These are the three characteristics, criteria that a problem should fulfill. So some problem should be common to all the people, not like somebody is rich, somebody is poor. Then money is not a problem for somebody. And nobody wants that problem. Okay. And then nobody can avoid it also. So can you guys think about uh, four real problems of life that fulfill the both three criteria? I don't know if you already heard in one of the classes. That's also great. If you heard it also, it's good. Can you think about any real problems that meet these three criteria?
Peace.
Hmm?
Peace,
Peace?
Prabhu. Yeah.
Yeah. Peace is common to, yes, peace. No, nobody, peace everybody wants it, right? Maybe there are very few people who will say, I don't want peace. I want to be everything to be rushing like that.
I don't want peace. I want problems.
You want problems, yeah. Very few problem people will say, right? Like that.
Yes, Prabhu.
So it doesn't meet this criteria. No. Anything else? Any problems? Any of the problems can be real problem if they meet this three criteria. Pardon?
Hey.
Yeah.
Life balance, Prabhuji.
What is it?
Life balance, he's saying.
Life balance. Okay, got it. So let us see. Life balance is not a common problem to all. There will be some very good balanced people. And
I guess
life balance, many
happiness,
people want a
maybe
balance, right?
happiness, not getting happiness, maybe.
Right, not getting happiness, but because of what problem they're not getting happiness, that's what we want to ask. Any other thoughts? Some problem.
Prabhuji, can you repeat the question again?
So here the question is here. We need to identify 4 real problems of life that are meeting all these 3 criteria. So we all have some problem, right? Let us see if that meets any of these 3 criteria or all 3 of these criteria. You can think about any problem. What problems we have usually? Do we get fever, headache, or diseases?
Maybe birth and death.
Yeah, good. The birth and death also. Yeah. And then, so let's say death. Let us evaluate one death, easier one. Death is common to all people. Nobody, it always comes to everybody. Not like say it comes to some people, not comes to some people, not like that. Only it's a matter of time. And nobody wants death usually. Very rare. Only the people who really want to do suicide, they want to do death because they have facing bigger problems in life like that. And then nobody can avoid death also. Yes, correct. That means the criteria. And birth is also common to all people. Nobody can avoid birth once we are born. It's not in our control, and nobody wants it. So this one, because we don't have experience of birth, we don't remember that. That's why we don't know much about it. But birth is a painful process. It seems in the womb of the mother, baby suffers a lot because the baby needs to be in the inverted position for a long time, several months actually. And then baby skin is so delicate. Baby is in the amniotic fluid, and then there are worms in the amniotic fluid that biting it seems. And when mom eats spicy food, baby gets affected. And then coming out of the baby also is a traumatic experience, it seems. And then after coming out also, if baby is itching somewhere in the backside, it cannot tell anybody, can you scratch me on backside? Like that, so many problems are there. So that's why birth is a problem. So birth and death we talked about. And disease is another problem. Everybody doesn't get the same disease, but everybody gets some kind of disease during the lifetime. So that's why it's common to all people. And then nobody wants disease, everybody wants to be healthy, all this. And nobody can avoid disease. How are we saying that? Do you all agree, or do you think we can avoid the diseases?
We can't
No,
avoid it.
Prabhuji, we can't avoid the diseases. Like,
Right? Yeah.
even if
We
you
can,
take some precautions, at
yeah,
some point of time, you'll be getting some diseases.
exactly. Yeah. Even if we maintain very, very healthy lifestyle, very, very good diet, very, very good exercise regime, still we'll get diseases when we become old.
Yes.
That way we cannot avoid it, even if we avoid the whole lifetime till 60 years, for example. But 60 years, our knees will go finished. The lifetime is done like that. Our hearing will go, our eyesight will go like that. So birth, death, disease, and then one more thing we cannot avoid. What is that problem? I just covered it briefly now, but indirectly I covered it.
Old age maybe.
Yeah, perfect, Vasant. Yeah, good. Old age. Old age is also common to all the people. Yeah, as long as they live for so long. And then nobody wants old age, because old age you cannot do many things that you want to do. Nobody can avoid old age also as long as they live there. That's why these are the real problems of life. So old age. So everybody wants to remain young young and strong. But everybody becomes weak and frail as old age comes. So then disease we talked about. How everybody's healthy boy and the disease boy, some fracture because he was jumping probably with some adventure sport, cycling or something. My son used to go on a bike with a hard there are parks where you can go very, very big things, right? Adventure biking we can do. So then he had a fracture that time with the hand. So we want to always remain healthy, but some disease or the other will come against our wish, even though we don't want it. And there's a picture. Anybody can recognize who is this talking about? All right, and so there's a commentary also here. It's talking about Siddhartha. Who is Siddhartha? Anybody knows?
Gautam Buddha.
Ah, perfect. So when this prince came out, he saw all these things, problems. He saw somebody is very old, somebody probably deceased also, and somebody is dying are already dead, and somebody is very, very old. All these people he saw. And then finally he got enlightened under a tree, it's described. So he didn't want to have fun after seeing all the pains that others are going through. So that's why so we're talking about why we're suffering like that, right? In that category, we heard about 4 kinds of problems we had. So this is from Bhagavad Gita 13.8 to 12 verses. One who can pursue these as real problems is in knowledge. That means, I don't know, you have this experience, especially in work, what we have experienced is people try to have a meeting to solve something. But one of the first thing to solve anything is to really define the problem statement properly. Once you define the problem statement properly, then we can solve it. Otherwise, everybody will talk this direction, this direction, this direction, this direction. Everybody will solve something, but not the problem that they're trying to solve. So that's why real problem understanding is important. That's why Bhagavad Gita is telling us what are the real problems of life for us. Then we don't focus on smaller problems. We focus on bigger problems. That's why. Now, apart from these 4 problems, there are threefold miseries. Anybody has heard about these threefold miseries before?
No, Prabhu.
No? Any one of you? Okay. The 3 kinds of folds of miseries are the miseries due to our own body and mind, miseries due to other living entities, miseries due to natural disasters. There are Sanskrit terms for this also, it's coming up in another slide. So this is called Adhyatmika Klesha. Klesha means misery. And this is called Adi Bhautika Klesha. Misery is related to other living entities. And Adi Daivika Klesha. Because natural disasters are coming because of demigods sanctioning. So that's why. Can you guys think about some miseries caused by our own body and our own mind? I have some examples in this slide, but it will be good for you to think a little bit. We discussed already some miseries due to our own mind and body. Yeah?
Anger and distress.
Ah, wonderful. Anger. That is at the mind
Lust.
level. Yeah. Distress level also mind level. Yes. Yeah.
Lust.
Nice job. Lust also. Yeah. At mind level. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you, Vasanthi. Anybody else can think about any of the problems related to body? We saw some slide also recently. Couple of slides we saw on that.
Yeah, fractures and all.
Ah, exactly. Some injuries can happen, accidents can happen to the body. That causes problem. Yes, that is one. Any other things?
Desires.
Desires are also correct. Mind desires can trouble us at the mind level. Yes, that also in this category. And then body diseases we talked about, right? Any kind of diseases
Yes,
also
Prabhu.
are at the body level. Yeah, and like that. And then we get tired and we get muscle pains, like that kind of things also, right? And then due to other living entities, can you think about any problems related to other living entities?
Like living entities means anything like other humans and all. Also
Yeah,
animals.
it can be any animal, humans, animals, birds, insects, like that.
Yeah, maybe pollutions and all.
Yeah, pollution is created by other living entities. You're right. Yes, correct. Yeah, good.
Harming or attacking.
Uh-huh.
Harming or attacking, like, for example, if you consider animals, animal may
Uh,
attack us like that.
yeah,
Or
correct. Other animals can
harming,
affect. Yes, correct.
Or
harming, yeah,
yeah. Um,
causing other animals can hurt us, like they bite us, they like that, yeah. Snake can bite us also, or a dog can bite us, like that. Yes, animals, you got it. Yeah. Anything else? Anything you can think about for insects? Insects, bacteria, virus. No? Common cold. Common cold is coming because of the virus and bacteria, right? There's other living entities. And COVID virus, that's because of the virus, right? So
yes, Prabhu.
then, yeah, mosquito bites, like that. And generally, a lot of people suffer because of relationship problems. So other people are troubling us in some way or other. That's another category of other living entities.
Mental problem.
Yeah, yeah, they both, other living entities can create mental problems for us also. Yes, that's also. And then due to natural disasters. Any examples of these you can think about?
Earthquakes,
Yeah,
floods.
wonderful.
Earthquake,
Floods. Yeah,
tsunami, cyclone.
yeah, correct. Yes, cyclones. Yes, wonderful. Yeah, and then too much hot, too much cold. Right now it's too cold. I don't know about your place, but it's cold for here also, right? For you also probably
Yeah,
it's
Yes.
cold. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
Prabhu.
cold, Prabhuji, yes.
Even
Yeah.
yesterday there's a
So that's
snowfall.
oh, is this snow also came yesterday?
Yes, Prabhu.
I didn't see. Okay.
It's just for 10 minutes.
Got
That's
it.
it.
10 minutes? Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
see, natural disturbances. These are not in our hands, but they come anyway. Too hot, too cold, like that. Too much rain sometimes. I'll populate the table now. See, headache, stress, depression, body pain, suicidal thoughts at this level. And these are insect bites, fights, augments, bacterial viral diseases, animals attacking, like you said, stealing, somebody is stealing. And the natural disturbance, tsunami, earthquake, floods, tornadoes, drought. Okay, drought we didn't cover. Everything else we covered. Yeah. These are the threefold miseries. So Durga Devi has this Trishul. So the Trishul represents these three types of miseries that is affecting the world with. So what are the three classes? These are the Sanskrit terms I described. Adhyatmic Klesha, due to one's own body and mind miseries. Adibhautik Klesha, misery due to other living entities. And Adivik misery is due to natural disasters. Remember this. So we discussed about four problems: birth, death, old age, and disease. It's also called Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Jara means old age, Vyadhi means disease. And then three kleshas we discussed, threefold miseries. Okay, now it's giving more pictorial thing, Adhyatmic klesha. So headache, heart attack, uh, some mind seeking help, and then mental health issues. Teen suicide rates have tripled in the past 25 years, it seems. Academic pressure, lack of family stress, support and stress, like that. So then misery due to our body, mind. Okay, heart attack. Yeah. And then teen suicide rates. And then the stress. People are being with stress because of they're dealing with too many things like that in life. And then I'm clicking, but it's not going to the next slide. Yeah. Adi Bhautik misery due to other living entities. Snake biting, insects, somebody robbing, somebody's angry with us, and then somebody stealing here. Oh, this is a nice animated picture of insect mosquito bite. Somebody's beating up. Adibhautik klesha. Adivik klesha is, see, in this case, earthquake, flood, and this tornado kind of thing. And then this also cyclone kind of thing. And I don't know what this is representing. You think it's a volcano or is it some eclipse? I'm not sure
Maybe
what this
global
represents.
warming.
Global warming.
Yes, probably global warming more makes sense. Yeah. And then this one is again flood, and then this drought, like that. So we are advanced in medical science so much, and we found out solution, cure for many diseases also, and so many medical equipment is there now. It's a big field. However, still is not eliminating the disease altogether. It is eliminating some diseases, some new diseases are popping up. So that means our plans for good health and happiness are not going through successfully. That is one observation here. Coronavirus is one example. So then that means they're a temporary solution only. Similarly, old age, right? Somebody is old. The real problem is old age. But the symptom of it is white hair, for example. So somebody, modern science will give us a hair dye so you can put old age. But it doesn't fix the old age problem, underlying problem. It makes us look younger. Similarly, if there are wrinkles, you can put facelift cream. And if there's a pain, a back pain, stomach pain, you can use painkillers to mask it. Of course, some kind of back pains can be cured permanently also by fixing the right disc curve or something like that. Those things we can fix also. But many times, underlying root is not being fixed. Even if you fix that, some other problem will come. For example, I went to doctor for stomach pain and they gave medicines. And they said, by taking this medicine, actually you'll get acidic problem. So you should take the antacid also again along with it. So like that, side effects will also come. So, and breathlessness and death, use oxygen tube. But how long they will stay on oxygen? So he needs to die at some point of time. So these patch-up solutions cannot free us from full suffering. That is the point here. So science and technology cannot stop old age, cannot eradicate diseases completely. Some diseases are gone, but some new diseases are coming up. Similarly with life and death. I don't know, you know this statistic. I heard some time ago that the number of diseases are a lot more than what was there 200 years ago, it seems. Of course, we are advanced in medical science so much now, but the number of diseases also grown up now because of different in lifestyles and pollution and all those different factors. So even though birth and death problems, right? People hardly have understanding of life and death. So that is what is. So first section we discussed was um, why we are suffering like that. Meaning, what are the kinds of suffering we talked about it now? Okay. So we talked about 4 problems of life and 3 kinds of miseries we talked about so far. Now, another question, natural question to ponder sometimes is, where do you go after this life? Is it after life, when I die, is everything finished? Or is there something more to it like that? Many of you know already a little bit more, but it's the structured knowledge will help us. Oh, this we covered last time, I think. Basically, are we a body or we a soul? We're not bunch of chemicals only with very little value, right? We covered the slides, right, before? You remember?
No, Prabhuji, I guess.
No?
In the
Oh,
No,
okay.
last,
Prabhuji,
no.
we haven't covered this yet.
Got it, got it. I did another UMBC session. I think that's where I covered. Yeah. Okay, let's do. So basically, some scientists may say, actually, our body is decomposed of several chemicals, potassium, calcium, magnesium, all this like this. So if that is really the case, there's no soul, there's no life. Then if we value all those cost of it is 110 rupees. Is that all? Our life value? Our value is a lot more than that. Not some mere rupees or some dollars like that. Then what is our real identity? There's a third thing in the universe, consciousness, which is said to be neither matter nor force. This Thomas Huxley is saying. Let us see. So now we come to an interesting topic that explains about the how we as a human being have this body that we're seeing externally. Internally, we're actually a spirit soul that has 2 coverings. One covering is the subtle body that made up of mind, intelligence, false ego. Another covering is the gross body, the body that you all may see each other like that. This is important, so you'll understand the purpose of mind like that. So from material viewpoint, so where body is made up of matter. All of these bodies are different, but they're all made up of matter only, body. Matter means earth, water, fire, air, ether, like that. Somebody may say we're no more than a chemical bundle. That's a material view. That's not a correct view. And somebody may say everything is finished at the time of death. So enjoy to the full extent now. Nobody cares what happens at death, like that. That's the material viewpoint. Spiritual viewpoint is We're more than this material body that we're seeing. We're actually spirit soul. We are in different bodies based on different factors, like whatever our unfulfilled desires and whatever we're doing in this life. Based on that, we get appropriate body next life, like that. So that way, we are a consciousness. So when material body stops, we don't stop. We are still eternally living like that. So now, to prove this point that we are a spirit soul and spirit soul is a fact, is not just some made up theory by somebody. These are the 4 scientific ways we can look at it. How to prove to someone that spirit soul exists. These are the 4 common ways, simple ways to explain. Some of them are based on science and technology. One is a common sense. When somebody dies, we say, oh, she has passed away, like that. But who is passed away? The body is still here only. If we think we are the body, then who has passed away? The soul actually passed away. When the soul passes, the body decomposes. Body doesn't have any value. Body doesn't have any movement. It doesn't think. It doesn't feel, like that. So that is the first aspect. So from common sense perspective. Second aspect is consciousness. There's consciousness in living beings. For example, camera is watching, recording this whole thing. Beautiful view. But it doesn't enjoy, it cannot enjoy. Whereas human beings, they have happy memories from the experiences that they have, like that. That means that consciousness is the second thing. Living beings, what makes a living being different from a matter is the presence of soul and consciousness. So common sense wise, conscious existence of consciousness means, what does consciousness means? For example, if somebody pinches me, I get pain. That is because I have consciousness. Camera cannot feel pain. Similarly, when I see some beautiful scenery, I feel happy. That is consciousness, like that. So here is being described, right? Conscious means to ever thinking, feeling, willing, and intentionality. So 4 things we talked about, right? Common sense, consciousness so far. Third aspect is near-death experiences or out-of-body experiences, like that. These are for example, somebody is described, somebody is physically healthy also, mentally healthy also. They will experience these out-of-body experiences. Medical Journal of Current Problems in Pediatrics is described. So what are those out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences? That means somebody is lying down on the bed, but they can observe something they cannot do by lying in the bed. For example, they can tell what is happening in the other room, like that. A patient was being operated, and then after operation is over, patient was in full anesthesia, but he tells, I saw there was a janitor outside the operating room. He was keeping his tennis shoes inside the closet, like that. How can they do that? That is a near-death experience or out-of-body experience. Out-of-body also they are able to find. See, so these are so many books on this aspect, out-of-body experiences, like that. So we talked about common sense, consciousness, near-death experience or out-of-body experience. Now, fourth topic is reincarnation. This scientist is no more available now. He passed away. He was in nearby University of Virginia only, professor of psychiatry, Ian Stevenson. He did so many cases research, scientific research. That means there is no scope that somebody makes up something, like that. So the research he did is about reincarnation, about past life memories. How somebody can remember what happened in the past life, like that. So there are so many books written on this topic. It's not like only one person is thinking it is the case, like that. And then actually there are 2 use cases. I don't think there are in these slides. Let me explain the 2 use cases. There was a maybe I'll explain. So when this Ian Stevenson, right? Let me go back. This Ian Stevenson did research, right? He said 3,000 cases, right? Out of all those cases, he extracted some principles out of the cases. What are the principles he extracted? Basically, there is a person who is remembering past life. So one case is, one scenario or one principle extracted is a small baby, for example, is born in a billionaire family. She is 5 years old. and she knows how to thatch the roof of a hut. Normally, hut is for poor people. They have a roof on top of the hut that is thatched with some kind of leaves, right? So she's a 5-year-old baby. She doesn't has not gone into any classes to thatch the hut, but she has the skill to do that. So that is amazing. That means the principle is a small child has an extraordinary skill that is not even trained by anybody. How did that happen? That is from past life. That is one principle he extracts. Second principle he extracts is there are the phobias. People have different kinds of problems, the fears. Some people are worried if they go into dark spaces. Claustrophobia, it's called. Some people cannot even go to MRI machine to take MRI like that, or any dark spaces like that. Some people are worried when they see a gun or knife like that, weapons. So he's described, he understood that principle is in the last life, if they went through some trauma related to weapons, related to water, related to dark spaces, then the phobia might come up in this life, it seems. So that's how he understood. So somebody, let us say, had a water accident in the last life, they got killed like that. So now this life, they'll be worried about water, scared about water like that. Somebody was killed with a knife in the last life. This life, they'll be scared of knives. That is a phobia. Not only that, he proved cases, somebody stabbed, let us say, here, last life for dying. Then this life, they have a mark at the same exact place, it seems. For some of these guys who are reincarnation memories, like that. That's another principle he extracted. The fourth principle he extracted is, let us say the two twin brothers. They're born from same DNA, but still they have different temperament, different mentality like that. How is that possible? Physical composition is same, DNA is same, but they're a different temperament. That's because of what they did in the past life like that. So those are the four principles he explained. We'll continue from there in the next session. So I want to pause there to give you a couple of minutes to share something you understood from today's session, something that was interesting for you. Yeah, please share each of you one thing, so we can continue again next session again. Something you got from this session, each of you, something you can remember.
Yeah, Prabhuji, from this session, like I got to know like what are the real real problems in life, those four real problems, and like whatever we feel every day, those are the not real problems, and I
Yeah,
got to know about the real problems
yeah,
this
wonderful.
session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to solve the permanent problems. We need to solve, then everything will solve. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Correct. Birth, death, old age, and disease. Yes, good.
yeah,
Thank you,
But we
Sakti.
can't solve the problem of birth and death, Prabhuji. But we
yeah,
can just only understand.
Oh,
Right?
that's what we'll discuss more from Bhagavad Gita perspective. There is a solution.
Oh, for
Solution
birth
means,
and death.
uh, solution means death we cannot avoid, right? We discussed already. So
But
one
I
sense you
think
cannot
birth.
solve it in that, like the way you're describing. But the way Bhagavad Gita describes is
Punarabicharanam
when we
Purnamaranam.
but we can go to spiritual world, then we
Yeah,
don't have to
Prabhuji. But
take birth again like that. Yeah,
yeah, but
that
that's
way we
a
can solve it. Yes,
long-term big goal for us, I guess. Moksha.
yes, correct. Long-term big goal. But we can
Hmm.
happen, make it happen.
Hmm.
I know people who
Hmm.
started spiritual life and zoom like that. Just because somebody is there in spiritual life for 20 years doesn't mean anything. Somebody might have done a lot of spiritual in last life. They'll go zoom like that past the first guy quickly. Because
Okay.
spirituality is eternal credits for us. So it's possible some people can achieve it quickly also. Yeah.
But
Any other
how do we
things?
achieve such spirituality, Prabhuji?
Yeah. In the coming sessions, you'll see more. Basically, how do we do that is by regularly taking up this practice, we will awaken that love that is there in our heart already. For example, the matchstick already has the fire inside. So when you strike it to the matchbox, then that fire comes out. Similarly,
Yes.
we all have the love and spirituality inside. So when we come to the right environment and right practice of chanting and hearing like that devotion service, then we'll awaken that also. Then we can zoom quickly go like that. Make sense, Prabhas?
Yes, Prabhuji. I got it.
Mhm. Yeah. Any other points? Any of you would like to share? Each of you share something. Then we're done for the call. Saitaja is done. So now is Sriram, Vasant, and Prabhas done.
Yeah, Prabhuji, for me, the incarnation but reincarnation but the facts about that, which is very much interesting, and the other parts I know actually. So,
Oh, good. The
yeah,
reincarnation, that thing is scientifically
Hmm.
showing that the soul existing. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Now
Prabhuji.
people cannot say, show me the soul, then only I'll believe it. The experiences,
Yeah,
symptoms are being shown here now. Yeah.
yeah. So that if
Nice,
anyone
Vasant.
can ask, I can state that T. and Stevenson's book about that. Yeah,
Exactly. There's a lot of research. It's on the internet. Yeah. And it's
yeah,
scientifically proven, not like somebody can make up story, right? Oh, I
yeah,
remember I was a king last life.
Mhm.
But it proved specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
But how do we say those symptoms were true, Prabhuji?
You talk about reincarnation, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. The way to do that, for example, there was a use case he found out. One lady by name Shukla in India. She was only a few years old. I forgot number of years old, but she remembered the past life. Let us say this life she's in one village. In past life she was in another village. So she remembered past life village and family members, everything, all the names. So she led them. They took her to in the train to the village, and then she led her in different turns, going to the home they were there previously last life. Number one, that means she didn't miss any turns to take them to the home like that. Number one. Number two, she recognized each and every family member, in-laws, husband, children like that, and she recognized the backside entrance that nobody knows about it also. And in one of the use cases, the person recognized there was a hidden lamp inside the wall that somebody kept that only she knows. She got it out in that old home, somebody's home, now in this lifetime, like that. Like that, the scientists proved clearly that is really the case. Now they're not making up a story like that. That makes
Will
sense?
she look the same in the in the present life and the past life?
Not really, because she's 5-year-old baby now, right? That time is a little bigger. That time
Yeah,
when she
even
died, she was like,
even after
let us say,
growing.
40 years old. I don't know that much. The use case I saw was only but when small child.
But
Probably now
how
she's big,
can we
probably.
say that she's telling the truth?
That's what they confirmed, right? They took her to a village. She says, I'm born in Maharashtra, Pune, let us say somebody says. Okay, let us take you to Pune. Now you take to your home. She took to the
Okay.
home. Make sense? And then
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
she calls the husband's nickname and real name also, both she knows. But she never, in this lifetime, she never went to Pune, never met that husband also. But she's telling, like that, this is one case. Like that, he did so many cases, it seems. You can search with Ian Stevenson, you will find it.
Okay,
Maybe
Prabhu.
there's another couple of videos I'll show you next time. So there's a guy, a boy who was a pilot in the previous life also. Maybe I'll send it in the group so you can see it.
Okay, Prabhu.
So like that,
Very good.
yeah, that also we can see. Yeah, but it's important. I'm glad you are asking question like that. Yeah, it's important to reasonably understand so that we can confirm that is really true like that. Then only we can move forward nicely. Yeah. Any
Okay.
other comments?
No.
Hello.
Yeah, Sriram.
Yes, Prabhuji. In this session, we got to know about how to identify the real problems and how to deal with it and how to embrace our past karma and how to deal with our responsibilities.
Yeah. Because when we know the real problem, we use our higher intelligence for that purpose to solve the real problems. Yeah.
Bro. Oh.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Anything else, Prabhas, from you? I know you already asked question, but any comments you have?
Uh,
Any-
no, Prabhuji, that's it, I think so. Like,
Okay.
uh, I like the
I can't
three
think.
problems that you have mentioned. about the life
Three
and death,
miseries.
diseases, and the old age thing.
Ah,
But these problems cannot be solved.
that's what Vasanta was asking. In this
Yeah.
lifetime, we cannot solve it correct, but we can ensure
But
that
he
we
said
don't go
about
through the
the
same
death.
problems next lifetime.
Yeah.
Hmm?
He said about the death, which cannot be solved, but also the
Ah,
disease also cannot be solved, right?
correct. Correct. In
Yes.
this lifetime, we cannot solve it, but we can avoid it coming in again in the next lifetime. That much we can do.
Oh, okay.
That's what the Bhagavad Gita giving a solution for us to go back to spiritual world. Then we don't have these problems anymore. Only in material world, these problems will come. Make sense?
Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you very much for your time. We'll meet again
Thank you,
next
Prabhu.
week. Okay, take care. It's cold weather. Take care at home.
Yeah,
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.